No one here yet. Got one person here. So what's up with this? Why is it now loading? Cam, King Vegeta. Hello. What is this guy? What's it? Why is this lagging? Okay, summons Doom Cow. Oh, there we go. Doesn't Car Trooper Cooks? Yeah, Car Trooper Cooks Doom Cow. Yeah, let me make sure this. Normal effect 3. All right, so you got it's already normal. Back to top. Back to top those cards. Card Trooper is a cost. Oh, this is funny. I've been watching you play Dragon Turbo. You honestly, I made the next match is not that clean because I was just so tired. Oh my god, this guy playing Caliber Cat. Man, okay, I gotta. I think the play is to set Raiko here. Yeah, set Raiko pass. I wonder if he's playing Jinzo. That's like the only deck that plays Doom Cow. Jinzo OTK? Maybe. Thoughts on Amaryllis? Okay, so now I could special. Prio. It's good. Set Raiko. Pass. As far as Amaryllis goes, I think it has some good matchups, but the issue with Amaryllis is that it struggles against Blackwing. And I just think any deck that struggles against Blackwings is going to have a hard time doing well in Edison format. Because Blackwing is one of the it's become Blackwing and Bio are like the two most popular decks. Okay, T set, draw. Standby main. Okay, now I can upstart. Draw. Yada. What's this guy playing? He's got Doomcal set, Hellpoimer? What the heck? I can make Stardust. I can go Dark End. What's the play here? You know what? I'm going to go Dark End. Let's see how this goes. Because I have no idea what this guy's playing. I have no idea what this guy's playing. Giant Germ. Yeah, I'm not going to attack into Gorge. I'd rather just wait a turn. What do you think about the new Black Salvo Machina deck? I have to watch the video. I really don't know much about it. Yeah, especially SoCal where Blackwing is unbelievably popular. If a deck struggles Blackwing, I don't even bother trying it. Well, it used to be where Blackwing was the most played deck, but now Vayu is catching up. Yeah, Vayu is catching up, man. Okay, so yeah, the only thing I want to send is Sirocco. I guess I could top for Plague first. Yeah. Special. I feel like I haven't played this deck in months. When was the Midwest tournament? Was it June, July? Yeah, it feels like I haven't played this deck in months. Another Raikou. I normal summoned. You know, why not? Let's send this again. Oh, it's a Treeborn. Okay, so battle. This is 16. Attack for 14. Attack for 16. Main phase 2. Banish. So I didn't attack with the Raikou. Pass. He's playing a Merrick / Bakura deck. Yeah, but I don't know what cards are in this deck. I think he's playing some darn. Yeah, Value Super Power 2, but Whirlwind Turn 1 PTSD. What the heck? What does this do? I guess he could drop Dark Armed on me. If I bottomless here, nah, I'll let that one slide. I don't care about Vanity's Fiend. I don't want to get punished by Dark Armed. Yeah. So he takes 100. Now he can't drop Dark Arm. Okay, now I know he doesn't have Gores. Yeah, Value is super popular too per World Tournament speed. Your board is crazy. Okay, I thought it was a Dark Necro, but that's not Tree more, so now I don't know. And those things like that's why you're so good. I would have bottomless immediately. Nah, oh dang, I forgot the MST because I was distracted. Oh man. That's like the yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh can be tough at times. Like you have to know when to be when to take risk and when not to. That's really what Yu-Gi-Oh comes down to. What is this? Marshmallow? Oh, great. I clogged my board. Oh, great. This is unfortunate. Yeah, there's not. I mean, I could tribute some for Sirocco, but yeah, pass. Can't do anything. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, even Marshmallow. I guess I have to wait. My Burial's gone. I have to draw Return. But he can't win the game either. So I guess I'll deck out first. Let's take some burn deck. Yeah, this is not an out. Do I play Gores in this deck? I need Gores. Yes, because Gores, I contribute. I clear up my board. Don't tell me he's going to deck me out, man. My Heavy Storm's gone too. Dust. Clear effect. Still end phase. You can Stardust, negate your MST, and not bring them back. Oh, that is true. That's a good play. So he brains my Armor Master. I mean, he just did my job for me. Yeah. Marshmallow for the win. Well, this guy just did my job for me. Now I can set the Raikou. Standby main. Set the Raikou. Set the Yada. Yeah, this guy could have just stalled me out, but he doesn't know I'm not playing Caius, so I think he has to risk going in. Standby. Main. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, I mailed the return. Man, I'm about to deck out, man. Draws Sirocco. Okay, tribute. Attack. He's gonna beat me with some burn card. Oh, Battle Fader. Great. Three, four, five, six. Does he have Caius? Here comes Faders and Wabakus. Yeah, he's gonna deck me out. Another Fader. Okay, I'm gonna have to MST his back rows. Why do you do this? Creature swap? Oh. Okay. So I'll give him the Raikou. He gives me the Battle Fader. Sure, I'll take 200. Oh, another creature swap. Can you play more than one per turn? Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, he scooped. He scooped. Yeah, I caught it too. Yeah, can't change about after creature swap. Monsters can't change positions. Yeah, I just caught it. I read the card. I was like, oh yeah, never mind. Bro, what's this deck, man? I need to get higher up. I haven't been playing much DB here. I already know what I'm gonna side against this deck. Like Oppression, Deck Dev, Dust, 2 Dynas. And we'll take out these Yadas. I'm not sold on these. Okay, I do play Gores. I'll keep the Gores in case I need to unclog my back row. Keep the Raikous in. I probably don't need Necro that bad. He's been like Doom Cows. Yeah, I don't need Torrential. Playing Creature Swap. Bottomless is probably mid. He's playing. He's over here. Hey, Oscar, I have an event this week and give me tips on what I should side deck. I play Hero Zombies. Here. Send me your side deck. We'll work on it together after this match. I also have to see your deck. So if you could like send me a DM on Dueling Book. See right here, we gotta hold the upstart, man. Gotta hold the upstart. What is that? Fire of Doomsday? Special summon 2 Doomsday tokens. Sure. What do you think of main deck Cyber Dragon and current meta? I've seen a lot of people do it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. If he's playing Burn, Gores works against effect damage too, which is nice. That is true. But I just feel like I'm not going to have a clear board. Oh, there's 3 darks. Heavy? Sure. Deep Prison seems bad. So he tributes for Dark Lord Zerato. I had to remind this guy for Sangan. Okay, so he searches Plague. Draw. Standby main. See here. I'm going to drop Dad and summon Card Trooper. Before I do anything, let me... What's this guy typing in the chat? Hilarious. Oh, no darks. Okay, so... Effect. He quit the duel. Let's see, what were we upstart into? Upstart into Vayu, upstart into Oppression. Oh, yeah, he was cooked. Does DB Elo gets lower if you don't play for some time? No, it's because they reset it. But the issue is if you stay stuck and people are climbing up, that's what happens to me. Like, whenever I was like top 200, I'll stop playing for like a week, and then people will catch up, and I'll drop from like 100 to like 150. Yo, Oscar, what should I play tomorrow locals? Either Hero Frog or Pure Lightsworn, your decision. Pure Lightsworn. I think Hero Frog is one, if not the best deck. I personally play Lightsworn more, though I never play Frogs. Honestly, I don't think the Frog Hero deck is... I don't think that deck is that great. Or I would still be playing it. That's how you know I don't think it's that great, because I'm not playing it. I personally... Alright, thank you so much. You think that Hero Frog is one of the best decks? That's sort of the spirit believes that. I used to feel that way, but... I don't know anymore. I think the good thing about Frog Hero is that it beats Vayu. It has a pretty good Vayu Turbo matchup. But it struggles against, like, Black Wings, and it loses to itself. Having played a bunch of different decks, do you think you can top a big Edison consistently with any deck besides Vayu or Blackwing, or do you think you're handicapped yourself by not playing Blackwing or Vayu? I don't know. It's weird because like I watch so many games of like Blackwing and Vayu, and to be honest, every single deck in Edison is inconsistent. The only deck that I feel is probably not inconsistent are Frog decks. At least the Fork deck. I feel like that deck is probably the only deck that's not inconsistent. I just don't feel like learning it. But yeah, like I was watching some War League games, and I'm watching people play Vayu, and I'm like, man, they're drawing so bad. But then Blackwing, what I've noticed, at least at locals, when I play Blackwing versus Vayu, I win way more at locals with Blackwings than I do with Vayu. I don't know why. I just do better with Blackwing. But at the big events, with Vayu, I either do well or I scrub out. There's like no in between with Vayu. So like I'm not sure. It's tough. Tough. I think so because Abzero Miracle's broken. Frogs are super... Yeah, see, Frogs are super consistent. I agree, but the problem I have with the Frog Hero deck, and I talk about this all the time, is the deck is... Like, you have to see all three of your engines, and that's why I don't like that deck. Like, And sometimes you draw way too many normal summons, and I just don't know how to fix it. Like, you can play Upstart to try and help it be better, but I think my Eternal Black are going to be the best. Saw one of the best players on the last night playing Blackwing using Swallow's Nest. It gets cooked game 2. Yeah. Swallow's Nest is not a bad card. I just got into this format playing Quick Draw Dandy Warrior. Is the deck good? I got to buy lights from 5 times in a row. The deck's okay, Quick Draw Dandy Warrior. If you just got into Edison, that's where a lot of people, they remember that Jeff Jones won the Shonen Jump with that deck. The deck's not bad. It just gets beat by Blackwing and Lightsworn. Those are 2 decks that Quick Draw Dandy Warrior loses to. And now with everyone main decking deck dev, I feel like that deck's not good in this era. I even saw Eric Shen draw bad with Vayu. Yeah, the deck can draw really bad. That's why I switched to Blackwing. Like, I'm not convinced that Vayu is better than Blackwing, even though the results say that Vayu is better than Blackwing, but I'm not convinced, man. At least from my testing, I do better with Blackwing. I feel like Hero Frog seems very broken when you head anyway, but that's it, honestly. No, when the deck draws all 3 engines, when they draw, like, they have to draw, like, if they draw, like, 2 frogs, 2 monarchs, a hero, and a miracle fusion, the deck is, like, hard to beat. But the problem that I've had with the deck, it just doesn't draw. Like, I'll draw awkward hands where I see, like, too many dead miracles or no monarchs. Those are, like, or too many frogs. That's why I think the pure frog decks are better than Frog Hero. Like, for even the Dream Frog deck. Because they're more focused on doing one thing. Where the Frog Hero deck, I think, is trying to do too much for one deck. Blackwing is a local check that doesn't let fun decks get by. Los makes Quick Draw look broken. Well, he's playing the Machina engine as well. And I think what I noticed playing against Los, whenever I was on Vayu, I struggled to beat his Machina Quick Draw deck. I even asked Eric Shen, and Eric Shen told me the same thing because he kind of popularized that deck as well. And from what he told me is that he beats Vayu Turbo with Machina Quick Draw. But then I told Eric, I was like, whenever I play Blackwing, Los struggles against Blackwing, so that's what I've noticed. I think GBs are strong at a good meta call. How consistent are GB? See, GB, the only issue with GBs is the Blackwing matchup, but I've lost to GBs with Blackwings before, so that's the only thing you have to worry about with GBs. The Vayu matchup is like 50-50, especially now that no one is main decking Oppression anymore. GBs in the Vayu matchup, I'm wondering if it's like 50-50 or not. No offense, but your builds are kind of weird. You cut a lot of powerful cards and even engine for draw traps and upstarts that makes your Vayu builds way less explosive. What engine did I cut out? I play Burial. I play Return. I play Dark Armed. Gore. Oh, I guess you mean Caius and Brain? That's the only thing I cut. Was Caius and Brain. Have you not seen the Nitro Vayu deck? They don't play Caius or Brain Control either, and 3 of the guys made top 16 at RBT Chicago. One of the toughest places to play Edison at Chicago. Probably is the hardest place to play Edison, and 3 of those guys made top 16. I do think this deck might need Icarus, though. I just built this deck. True Massimiliano. Maybe the less explosive, more consistent card are why the tops. I'm not sure. I'm just trying out Yada in this deck. Right now, I played my first match with Yada. You guys saw, and I thought it was kind of weak. I'm just testing this out. Because, again, the guys from Chicago, they topped with a similar deck. It's basically their deck, except I threw the 3 Raikos, Charge, and Hamster in. And Chaos Sorcerer, so it's like 6 cards different. I'm just testing this out. Here's a link to my deck. Okay. So this guy, how can I export? Can I not export it or import it? No, I don't think so. Okay. So let's look at his side deck. Eric showing like 3 majors with the exact same list, and you out here adding draw traps and upstarts. That is true. I mean, my deck that I performed well with was very similar to his. The only difference was I put 3 upstarts in my deck. My value deck that I topped 3 events this year as well with value. I didn't win except the PPG. I did win the PPG. I went 9-0. I topped RBTLA, which I didn't get a chance to play out top 16. Maybe I would have won that one, but I'll never know. And then I topped the Ultimate Time Wizard tournament. I made top 8. So, like, my deck is very similar to his, except I was on upstart. But maybe he's been playing the deck longer, so his technical play is better than mine. Especially because he sticks to one deck versus me, I'm always rotating. You see me at locals right now, I've been switching decks. I've been playing Blackwing for a long time, so I think it hurts me a little bit for not sticking with one deck. I think I've had the most success with it on DB. You can build a different two. I play a full monster stack. No Prisma. People main decking DD Crow is the idea, and 3 Proven Ground. 3 Proven Ground. I hardly ever see people play 3 Proven Grounds. All right, quick question, guys. If y'all got Subsitoad and Tribute, Dump all Frogs, and Dupe Lock, or just Soft Lock and both Treeborns to Grave? Well, if you're going first and you don't know what your opponent's playing, I go for the Soft Lock. Because you gain more advantage that way. You bring back the Treeborn and you get a sub and 2 dupes. I really want to main deck Vanity Seed in my Hero Frog. Caius, Brain, DDV. Honestly, I don't think the Black Wings are that strong against GB. I was maining 3 Starlight for a bit. I think it's, I would say Black Wings are slightly favored. Now, you can build your deck to, if you main deck 3 like Starlight Road, then you'll probably have a better matchup because you don't lose to Icarus and Heavy Storm, so maybe. That RBT didn't have Marcus Hayden, HT19, or Eric Shin. No, it did not. That is true. Or Eric Chai, either. But it did have a bunch of the other names. And a lot of people came from out of town. Frazier was there. So, hello, Jonathan. And King Vegeta. I prefer the Nitro Vibe because I noticed I like drawing cards for hyper consistency. That's why I'm trying this out. I'm not saying this version is better. I'm just testing it out. This is like not even Nitro Value because I put the Raikou. It's basically a standard value deck. Except I'm trying out the draw traps. I really don't know if they're good. I could easily cut them and put Brain Control and True Caius in the deck. That's literally these. Look at it. I take these 3 cards out, put Brain Control, 2 Caius, and it's like a standard value list except the upstarts. And then you can take out the upstarts and put DDVs in. It's just standard value deck. I'm catching up to the chat. I love zombies. I wish they were better. Same. I hated Yada playing Nitro. I haven't tried it myself, but I remember you said that you didn't like it. For all the decks you've been playing, which one would you play at a major? From all the decks I've been playing. Honestly, the one I liked the most was Dragon Turbo. That's probably the one I would play. Because when it goes off, it is hard to beat that deck. Same thing with Gigavice. But yeah, I would say Dragon Turbo. Man, that deck's crazy. You could play Value Turbo for years and not even get close to Eric Shed. He's a gifted technical beast. Maybe. Not counting Black Mirror by, I mean the ones you've been playing recently. Yeah, it's Dragon Turbo. Good night, guys. And that's only counting wins Eric Shen has. The Sizzle Formula has like 7 major wins. Yeah, I forgot. What's the guy's name? He won RBT Indy with the Sizzle 41. What's his name? God, I forgot his name. Yeah, I don't remember his name. Good thing. Oh, I know one guy won Houston with the Sizzle 41. Good thing about proving one more bestie. Got to be refreshed for locals. I hate 3-ups. I think 2 is good just because the chance of seeing 2 is much lower. That's a high rate of playing Flameo Zombies on DB last night. Okay, so I'm going to go look at this guy's deck. So he's playing like 2... See, he's playing Hero Zombies. Sasha, yeah, that's his name. Sasha. Forgot his name. And the guy in Houston, I think his name is Mercenary. I think that's his DB name. Like I said, if you see my value list, they're almost like it's the same deck. If you look at my deck and the Sizzle 41, it's almost the exact same deck. Except I play Upstart. Literally the exact same deck. But there's also a lot of luck involved that people don't take into account. Like how often did he mill with Raikos and Values? Did he mill Values and Sirocco's? Did he see Burial, Return, Dark Arm? There's so much variance that goes in when people win tournaments. Good night, believe in Jesus and you say read the Bible. This is a 41 carries because Mercenary is not very good at all. Really? I don't know him. I've never faced him, so I don't know. See, people say that value carries, and I don't think it does. I really don't think value carries. I've had this argument with my locals before, and they think value carries more than Black Wings, and I don't think so. I think Black Wings are easier to play than value. But we can have this argument in the comments. Brain is probably too good not to play. Yeah, but I don't play Caius, so I don't feel like I need it. If I played Caius, then yeah, but like if you look at Brain in this deck, I can only use it with like 5 cards. Yeah, 5 cards. I guess yeah, I'm gonna have to like send a Plague. Especially in value, Blackwing Frogs have less variance. I think Blackwing Carry for sure is super easy. No way, Blackwing is much harder to play. See, this is the argument. I think Blackwings is much easier to play. I've been meaning to make that video. I need to make that video. I'm going to make it soon whenever. Like, which decks take the most and least skill? Like, if you look at all these decks I have. Like, I've played a lot of these decks recently. Lightsworn is pretty easy to play. Yeah, Lightsworn, I mean, whenever I was playing this deck, I barely had to think. Machina is pretty easy to play as well. This is an easy deck. Hero Beat is easy. Frogs look easy, but it's not the easiest deck to play. It's a little harder than, like, these decks. Diva Hero, people swear this deck's hard to play, but this deck is just weak to me. Maybe there is some skill in this deck because you have to just hold your cards until you can go for game. That might be the skill in this deck. But yeah, I think Blackwings are easier. Because the only thing I feel like with Blackwings, you have to like sometimes play around like bottomless and stuff. That's one thing I have noticed. Like sometimes you have to set Icarus. Like if you read they have bottomless, you have to like set Shura with Icarus. If you misplay with Blackwing, it's very hard to recover. I guess that's the difference between Blackwing and Vayu. If you misplay with Blackwing, you really can't recover. Versus if you misplay with Vayu, you can just flip return and win the game. But that's one card. Blackwing is much easier to play. Vayu, you can play a lot more safe. It's harder to play misplay with Blackwing aside from the mirror. Forg is the hardest. Yeah, I think Forg looks easy, but to play it like the top Frog player is no. It's hard. It's very easy to misplay with Blackwing. You can read the wrong back row and just lose. Do you think Gigavice is hard to play or just inconsistent? I think it's just inconsistent. And I guess it's hard having to play through back row with that deck. So basically, most of Edison is easy. Yeah, most of the decks in Edison are easy. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Got harder as time went on because the decks are just more complex. Like, Tengu format, I feel Tengu, the Tengu mirror match is actually really, really skillful. That's why I'm a big fan of Tengu format. I love playing that mirror match. I think I told this story when I went to Vegas earlier this year. I played this guy in a Tengu mirror match. He won the dice roll. He opened 1-for-1, Dandy, Tengu, and I didn't see a hand trap. I didn't see Maxi or Vader, and I was able to beat him that game. Like, a lot of people would have just conceded right then and there. Fires, Burry, return caster, right goes hamster, clear back row. Honestly, I was playing last night. I was feeling like everyone was super competitive. Value also has 2 DDV and Dust Shoot versus Blackwing 1 Dust Shoot. Is Dragon Turbo a Forg card to play? I would say Forg. Yeah, Forg. Because when I picked up Forg, I played Forg one time and I didn't play it optimally. Versus Dragon Turbo, you guys saw me play it. It's not that hard. A lot of the times you just go continents, search Blue Eyes, trade in. Like, I did pretty well for my like second time ever playing this deck. So yeah, I would say Forg. That's true. Tengu Plant Mirror fun. Yeah, I love the Tengu Plant Mirror. I didn't say it was a competitive source. Okay, let's go. I need to go help this guy with his side deck. So this is your deck. Well, you have to worry about what are we going to side against Blackwing, right? So that's the first matchup. Against Blackwing, you probably bring in the 2 Cyber Dragons. Do we bring in Lightning Vortex? Yeah, Lightning Vortex. My Body. Do you think My Body is better than Starlight Road against Blackwing? Because those life points matter against Blackwing. The Starlight Road gets you a free Stardust. So maybe consider swapping this for Starlight Road. 1 Dust Tornado. Do you main deck 1? You might need the 2nd Dust to out the Whirlwind. I don't know about Skill Drain. I know a lot of people like Skill Drain Zombies. That I don't know. But that to me, when I'm building my side deck, the first 2 decks you got to worry about is Vayu and Blackwing. That should be like your number 1 focus. I got to beat those 2 decks. So, yeah, 2 Cyber, 2 Dust, and maybe a Starlight Road. Yeah, 2 Cyber, 2 Dust, and a Starlight Road. And then side out against Blackwing. What card is bad against Blackwing? Oh, you side out Solemn against Blackwing. This card is... you don't want to pay half your life points against Blackwing. They're going to bring in Oppression against you, so you got to keep in the Trap Stun. Yeah. You can maybe argue siding out 1 Book of Life. Makes it more difficult if you want to crush. Do you think it's worth learning Forks because you'll probably be the best 4 player in your area if you can master it? If you're willing to put in the time, yeah. Well, if you could watch Alice Dare's replays on Dueling Book, or some of the top Frog players on Dueling Book, that would help. Just watch what they do. Yeah, just go watch them, and you can learn just by watching them play. I did the Tengu attract my locals this past Sunday. The mirror is something. It's good. It's one of the best mirrors, and I feel like most of the mirrors in Edison are bad. So that's why I've always been a fan of Tengu format. But the issue is the format is not diverse. That's the flaw with that format. Blackwing is easy because it can always crack back. I'd like to see if you're playing the new Machina Hero being trending recently. What's that? Machina Hero. Right now I'm just borrowing a bunch of different decks from Sean. Next tournament I'm playing Gadgets. That tournament was already filmed. This Thursday, I don't know what I'm going to play yet. I prefer Starlight versus Blackwing. I want to cut Cyber for Dragon for Starlight Road. But a lot of people side deck Cyber Dragon against Vayu. Because people are going to bring in, against your deck, people are going to bring in Deck Dev and Oppression. Blackwing and Vayu players. A lot of Blackwing players side deck 1 DDV, so they're going to bring that in. They're going to bring that against you. And 2 Oppression, so you have to be ready for those cards. I think you need another Dust Tornado for sure. Yeah, you need another Dust for both Vayu. You could go a 2nd Trap Stun as well. Yeah, you could go a 2nd Trap Stun. Because your deck loses to Oppression really bad. Look, Your deck, what your oppression stops your 3 divas, your 2 Mallies, your prodigy, that's 6 cards, Dark Arm 7, Zombie Master 8, Mizuki 9, Plague 10, Future Fusion 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards in your, that's almost half your deck loses to oppression. So you need way more outs to it. Right now your outs are what? Heavy, MST, that's 2 outs, Regeki Break 3, Trap Stun 4. I don't count Solemn as an out. So you have 4 outs. So you definitely need another Dust Tornado. Maybe 2 and 2. Maybe 2 Trap Stun, 2 Dust Tornado. Should be in your side deck. I only played 1 Bull when I played Diva Hero Zombie. 1 Book of Life. Yeah, I can see that. I would main Starlight my locals Heavy Blackwing. I've seen a lot of people main decking Starlight Road. Yo, Oscar, can you look at my deck list? Is this your deck list? The zombie one? And add 1 Breaker the Warrior. Homie got all 3. Solemn is bad versus Blackwing. Yeah, you don't want to pay half your life points against Blackwing. I'm more afraid of road decks first couple of rounds. That's a good theory. In the later rounds, you're more likely to face Vayu, and especially Vayu Turbo. I usually side out Gores against Blackwings. See, some people told me to do that. I'm not sure. I think it depends on what deck you're playing. But I've had people tell me to side out Gores against Blackwing. And I'm not sure. It's not the best card. If you need to side something out, you could take out Gores. Gores is mostly for Vayu Turbo. That's the deck that gets hurt by Gores the most. That's what the card is there for. So cut Book of Life for Breaker and Starlight. I think you need to make room for... Oh, you're on 3 Book of Life. Oh, wow. I thought you were only on 2. Yeah, definitely cut the 3rd Book of Life out. Yes, cut the Book of Life out for a 2nd Dust Tornado. Cut the My Body for Starlight Road. And then what you need to side out against Blackwing. So that'll be... You're going to bring in... Let's say you're going first, right, against Blackwing. You're going to bring in 2 Dust and a Starlight Road. For sure. For sure, you're going to bring in those 3 cards going first. And we'll take out... See, I don't play this deck, so it's hard to decide what I would side out. You can take out 1... What would I take out of them? Oh, yeah, Solemn for sure. I guess you can keep in Trap Dust Shoot if you're going first. Do you need Mind Control? I think you can take out Mind Control against Blackwing. Yeah, I guess you could take it out. Keep Brain in, though. Yeah, keep Brain, side out the Mind Control. So, going first, side out Solemn, Mind Control, and... Since we lose to Oppression, I guess we can take out 1 Book of Life going first. Yeah, that's what I would side out. Going first. Now, going second... Cyber Dragon feels kind of mid against Blackwings at times. I feel like people don't use Starlight feeling like it's scrubby or something, forgetting that it's broken. It's really good against Blackwings. Tengu format is also dead. I think every retro format is struggling right now except Edison, right? And GOAT. GOAT has a dedicated fan base, but the other formats just don't have the interest. My theory is because each format has like a age group. So what I noticed when I played GOAT, it's like they're people who are older than me. Versus Edison is mostly people who are around my age. That's what I've noticed. Because when I go to all the big events and I look at and I ask people, most of the people are like either like really, really close to my age. Machina Hero Salvo topped that RBT brilliant. That's why I wish Redo can do something. Well, they're promoting... I think it might help that they're promoting it. I forgot the Midwest tournament organizers. That might help redo. Like, how good is Cyber Dragon side deck and how bad is the Graceful? Cyber Dragon is just okay against Blackwing. It's not like a... Cyber Dragon is just an okay card. That's how I look at it. Sometimes I wish I could cut it because it's just okay. Like, people cited in against Value as well. Solidarity Gadgets. Yes, I played that one last week. That tournament is coming up after this one. Or, yeah, it was after this one. I'm not going to hear the one that both Vic and Josh top PPG, I think. And there was one guy who plays 4th RBT Berlin with it. I don't think that deck's that good. I play my body for Oppression too, but I want to add Breaker. But you can't my body oppress. Like, if you drop Dark Arm or a Synchro, you can't my body the Oppression. So that card's not worth it. It doesn't stop Oppression. You need a second Dust Tornado or a second Trap Stun for sure. Trap Stun might be better because you can stop deck dev. But you definitely need outs because your deck loses to Oppression really bad. That should be like your number one focus. When you're going up against Blackwing and Value, you need to make sure you don't lose to Oppression and deck dev. Like, how many cards your deck loses? You have what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards that get deck deved. That's not a bad number. 11 is okay. But I feel like you have to keep all these cards, and you can't side out. Maybe you could side out one Turtle against Blackwing. But that's your engine. You never want to side out your engine. So, yeah, maybe you need the second Trap Stun just for deck dev. Now, I'm playing Hero Frogs. I want to repeat them. I just looked at a bunch of them and edited it to my liking. Did you send it to me on DB? Did you send me the list on DB? After today's live, I'm inspired to learn Forgs. Good luck. Yeah, the Forgs is the hardest deck. I remember the one time I played it, I was like, yeah, I can't, like, I need to practice with it. Star is good against Blackwings, GBs, Lightsworn, and more. You're right. Nurse Burn, best deck. Is there an out to DDV? Or are you just going to need to wait till the effect is gone? There's not really many outs. Some people like 7 Tool. Some people like Trap Stun. I usually take out Miracle Fusion and Infernal Prodigy. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Take out the Prodigy. But then how many... And then what? Your only targets for Stratos are the Malleys? You don't need to side too many cards. Like I said, just 2 Dust and a Starlight Road. Because you already have Regeki. You're going to keep Regeki Break in. And like I'm saying, going first, right? So we're only going to side in 3 cards against Blackwing. So we'll take out Solemn. Yeah, we'll take out Solemn. Mind Control. And I think everything else can stay. Yeah, just Solemn, Mind Control. I'm trying to think, because, like, do you really want Mind Control against Blackwing? Going first. Yeah, that's not bad. We could take out 1 Miracle Fusion. Is which one is more dead? Miracle or Book of Life? Let's see. You have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 zombies. But they had to have a monster. Yeah, I think you're better off siding out of Miracle Fusion because I feel it's going to be more dead than Book of Life. But I think you have to keep the Prodigy because it makes Caius better. See, what you should probably do is when you go first, take out Solemn, take out Miracle, and take out Mind Control. And everything else stays. Yeah, I don't want to take out Prodigy. Me, as a Frog Hero player, every time I side out the Prodigy, I always regret it, so... Yeah, let's continue on the chat. I usually take out Miracle, or you just need to... My real life has Starlight, not Book of Life. Okay, that's good, that's good. Freaking Genesis killed the potential. Well, the people... What's interesting about Genesis format is, at least in my area, the people who are... You know who are the people that are playing Genesis? is the freaking Edison players are playing Genesis, and a few the a lot of the advanced players aren't playing Genesis. They're just sticking to advanced. I'm 25 and I remember playing Edison in middle school. Okay, so you're a few years younger than me, but you're still kind of in that range. So you were playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Man, you were playing Yu-Gi-Oh really young then. Yeah, you were like 10 years old. Edison was 15 years ago. Yeah. Also, my body can't stop deck dev. Yeah. My body can stop deck dev, but you have to have a face-up monster. So like if let's say if you have a set turtle or a set goblin, I don't think you get my body right there. I think DB crashed, not working anymore. 4 is basically for modern players that want to play Edison. Dark Bribe is solid. That's okay. If you're a modern player, 4 is probably easy to. I feel like it has not a lot of defense versus Black Wings. You could add some defense to the deck. I got to the point where I made an Alias 2 and D Hero Zombie because zombies struggle with numbers. Mind Control can make them use Icarus. Mind Control can make them use Icarus. Well, it depends. I'm not sure about on Mind Control. If that card, I'm just looking at your deck and I really don't know what to side out except the Solemn. Do you like need everything else? You could take out Dushu, but people are gonna call me crazy. So yeah, we'll take out Solemn, Miracle. What else? Let's like, you don't want to slow your deck down. Like you need everything else. Do you need Greffer? Could you side out Greffer in this deck? Oh, you play Rhoda? No, you have to keep the Greffer in. You're going first, so you don't want to side out Caius since you're going first. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a turtle. You could if you want to keep the mind control, but you only play 4 tuners. That's why I'm looking at mind control. Because you only play 4 tuners. Now you can go search Plague. Is DB back on or did it crash? If you time it right, things that traps the Sons can out. Maybe even my body's a shield. But turn 1 draw phase, I don't think there's any out. Kai's is always live due to zombies and Book of Life. The Sheriff says, what I do against DDV decks if I go second is I like big bodies like Cyber, Kaiku, and others like it. But when I go first, I go all gas because I have traps to stop the DDV and they better have it. That's a good idea. That's what I was telling him. If he's playing zombies, when he goes first, he should just go for the trap stun. Been playing off since 2005. I totally stopped on pendulums. When I found your channel, I found Edison was live and started to play again. Yeah, there's a lot of big online tournaments. If you don't have a local, just join the format library. There's a lot of big. There's an online tournament this weekend. Deck Devastators 8. A lot of good competition there. War League is fun, but you got to find a team. Did I miss the B team replays? No, not yet. I played one match and then we were trying to help this guy with the side deck. And we're just debating on which deck is easier to play between Blackwing and Bayou. And okay, this is. Now we're gonna look at his Frog Hero deck. Okay, trap lineup is good. Only 2 upstarts, 1 soul exchange. I mean, this deck looks solid. Yeah, it looks solid. The main deck is fine. I wouldn't change anything except. Wait, you're not main decking MST? Okay. Yeah, I don't see MST in your deck. Or Unifrog. You think 5 heroes is enough? I mean, you play 7 heroes with 2 upstarts. See, I like two Ryza because whenever I play four Monarchs, sometimes you don't see them. So you're playing five. You're playing Junk, which is good. Another Rota target. Gores. This deck needs Gores. Two Dupe. Five Heroes. See, some people they don't play Prodigy. They play only four Heroes, which you could try that. But overall, this list looks solid. I mean, you could cut Upstart and not play it if you really don't. If you could cut Soul Exchange, put Soul Exchange in the side deck, but I think you have to main deck MST in this deck. Like, the only cards I could maybe see myself cutting would be like the Soul Exchange, the Enemy Controller, the Mirror Force. Some people are willing to risk it with one Treeborn Frog or two swap. Well, you side deck Dinah. Is that for the mirror match? Kaiku, two Dust, two Water Art. Cyber Dragon. I've never seen people side Cyber Dragon against Frog deck. Against, you don't like Breaker? I don't see Breaker in here. Two Dust, Super Poly. I don't know how good this card is. Consecrated Light. I think you need at least one Breaker. I think you have the mirror match down. You have two Dinahs, Kaikus, Vanity's Fiend. This card is good in the mirror match. Super Poly's pretty good in the mirror match. Two Dust is fine. DD Crow is okay. Do I not have a Frog Hero deck? I think I deleted it. So this is what I side in Forg. No, I just copied this deck. Never mind. You could side this guy too. This DD Assailant. It gives you another out to Vanity's Fiend and stuff. I gotta get low, so Cyber Giant worth playing. Feels a little bit weak. I gotta get going, but it was fun. If I ever get good with fours, I'll shout you out for inspiring me. Good luck, man. I think Blackwing's easier to play at entry level, but at some point along the learning curve, value probably is easier. I never like Water Art inside, but playing in a main has felt crazy. I've never tried it in the main. People swear by it, though. Like, you could throw those two in the main deck. You having the Genesis point values there. Hey, this deck is free. Wait. 917. What's the most expensive? Oh, it's the Floodgates. The Floodgates are all 400. This deck is still expensive, even without the Floodgates. Dust Shoes like 94. 1-for-1 is 91. Man. Two or three upstart for Blackwing and Vayu. Well, this is my Blackwing list. See, I play both. I play Upstart and Yada, and I like it, man. 3 Icarus, 2 Deep Prison, Dust Shoot. You could also main deck. Oh, I'm not main decking Bottomless. Oof. See, this is what I usually play. You can play it like this. But I hate playing too many trap cards in any deck. Because then I hate drawing like 4 trap cards. I used to be against Gores, but in Blackwing, but I think this deck needs it. This deck needs Gores. Here, I'm gonna go watch. Let's go watch a replay before I wrap up. I've been live for almost an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch a replay. Who played? I want to see. Let's see. Henry, Gabriel. Wait, Gabriel played this week? Where's Josh's replay? I don't think we have as a replay. Did Gabriel play this? The 13th? No. Yeah, I don't think I have their replays. I only have... Oh, I guess I can check. I can check on the War League server, right? Yeah, I can check on the War League server. A lot of matches been playing though. Jared. Okay, here's Josh's replay. How do I copy this link, man? I can't copy it, man. Did I miss anything in the chat? You might want to try this one out. Is Deep Prison better than Bottomless? Some people don't like Deep Prison at all because no, I think Bottomless is better, but Deep Prison is better going second. Bottomless is probably better going first. Yeah. The only issue with Bottomless is that it's bad to like an already established board. Oh, here we go. This work. Did this replay not work? Okay, I think I got it. Oh no, it didn't work. Oh, great. Let's see. No, it didn't work. What happened on the chat? And did I miss anything? Don't they equally compare but Solemn or My Body? Solemn or My Body. So the replay's not working. No, but like I said, they're both decent. All right, guys, I am tired, so I'm gonna wrap up today's stream. I'll be back again on Sunday. Yep, I'll stream again Sunday. Thank you, guys. Hope I can help you out. Is Low still here? Was homie always a Bucks fan, or was it because Tom Brady? He was a Tom Brady fan. And then when Tom went to Tampa, he became a Bucks fan. And now that Tom retired, he stayed with the Bucks.